In America, Australian rules football is a game only few have heard of, but some Minnesota guys are taking their ability in the sport to a bigger stage. Fox 9's Ashley Bolcom joins me now. Ashley, this seems like a very unusual sport for local guys to get into, especially at this level.
It is. And that 9,500 miles separate the land of 10,000 lakes from the land from down under. But Australian rules football is gaining ground here in Minnesota. It even has a local team, the Minnesota Freeze. And while most of the players only recently heard about the sport, 5 are getting ready to play it on an international stage. The sounds of competition are recognized on every field. But if you were to pass by this field, you probably wouldn't know the game.
Hang on.
A game played nearly every Saturday in a tiny Minneapolis park.
Make sure we're getting lots of leads out of the corridor. We want to try to bring that ball back into the middle, make sure we're running in numbers.
In fact, most people have never even heard of it.
It's tough because not a lot of people have seen it on TV or anything, so they don't really know what it is.
I could compare it to basketball, soccer, and rugby and tell everyone it's somewhere in the middle.
It's Aussie Rules Football. The game is growing in popularity around the world, and it's carved out a niche right here in the Twin Cities.
Oh, let's play hard the Minnesota Freeze way. Freeze on 3. 1, 2, 3, freeze!
The Minnesota Freeze, founded back in 1999, has blown up into a team of nearly 50 guys, ages 16 to 52. Some with years of footy experience, others with none.
Proud of you guys. All right, pull it together. Q3 starts in about 2 minutes.
But in the process, some on the squad have outgrown their little city park.
It's a social club, it's a local club. We play nationally
To an international stage. 5 members of the Freeze are headed to the Australian Football League's International Cup in August, where they'll square off against 18 other teams from around the world.
It means a lot to represent your country. It's not the Olympics or like the World Cup like that, but still it means, for us, this is the highest pinnacle that we could reach as an amateur in the sport.
It's like an all-star team coming together.
From clubs around the nation, 5 Minnesota guys made the U.S. Revolution team after training camp in Austin, Texas in April. In fact, there are more Freeze players on the national team than from any other club in the nation.
We've got the best American contingency on the U.S. team, so it really does mean a lot.
Meaning Minnesota will be very well represented.
It really makes me proud to represent where I come from, central Minnesota in the country, and represent my friends and everyone I know back in Australia that taught me the sport.
Freeze on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And not to be outdone, 4 members of the Minnesota Freeze Women's Club are also headed to Australia as part of the U.S. Freedom Squad. We have links to websites for both the national and Minnesota teams on our website, myfox9.com. From there, you can follow all the action from Australia.
So it seems like a big tournament. How long is that going to be running?
It starts August 9th, and then it'll go through the 23rd. And again, go to our webpage for more information. You can follow all the links they'll be posting all tournament long, and you can follow it online at myfox9.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for introducing us to that sport.
No problem.
Awesome. All right.